Hey guys, it's me. Yo. Movies are something that I've always loved. I love all kinds of movies, especially horror movies. And, putting a list together of your favorite movies of all time is something that was really hard for me to do. So this list that you're about to see here is a list of my favorite movies of all time. None of them are necessarily like the best movies ever made. Well, some of them are considered that, but some of them are just considered just your average movie, and some of them are considered like the bad movies. But these are the movies that always keep me entertained, no matter how much I watch them. I hope you enjoyed this list. This is top 32 to 32 because I couldn't deny these two movies. I just wanted them in this list really badly. I'm gonna start you off with the first 12. At number 32 is Juno. What I like about this movie is that it's just so lovable, and I like the characters. Alan Page does a really good job, and as much as I hate Michael Cera, he does his role perfectly. I wish he'd do something a bit more serious rather than comical, because that's all he seems to do. You can't just do one role and then everyone will immediately slap you down with that. I hope he does something serious sooner or later. But beggars can't be choosers. Next is a Bruno Mattei film, and if you don't know who Bruno Mattei is, he's one of my favorite directors. It's Hell of the Living Dead. This is, without doubt, one of the most entertaining movies I've ever seen. It's pretty much trying to be a ripoff of Lucio Fulci's Zombie and Romero's Dawn of the Dead. But this is one of those movies that keep me entertained no matter what. It doesn't have a happy ending at all, but it's just so entertaining that I just love it no matter what. I mean, it's gory as heck, but it's a lot of fun. Clash of the Titans. This is my favorite movie of this genre. The mythical creatures, and I think it's Ray Harryhausen's best work at all time. I'm not really big on mythology and all that, but this is one that I can say that I just love. The edition I have is no different than the other edition. It just has a cooler cover, like this holographic one. But the other one's cheaper, so you might as well go with that. This is one that some people like, but some people don't, and it's Napoleon Dynamite. I just love this movie. It was one of those movies that, I don't know, I could just relate to this character, and I just love it. I mean, it's stupid, but yeah, it's entertaining, and it's kind of feels real to me. Like I said, I don't remember how to pronounce this guy. I don't remember this guy's name that plays Napoleon, but I hope he does more serious roles in his future. I hope he gets he kind of gets miscast in roles now. He does his job, but this is what really is he's been good at. This is my favorite role of his, and my favorite movie that he's in. Next is an Adam Sandler movie, The Wedding Singer. Fun movie. I love this movie. It's one of those movies that always makes me feel good. It always puts a smile on my face. Sort of like Juno and Napoleon Dynamite. I don't know why with this one though. It makes me feel so good, and it's whenever I'm depressed, I can just watch this movie and I wind up smiling and feeling better about whatever could have gone wrong. Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. This is an awesome movie. This is one of those movies that I just love no matter what. Alfred Hitchcock is just one of those directors that can just entertain the heck out of me no matter what he does. This is awesome. It's so simple too. It takes place in one room throughout the entire movie, and it's just a guy looking out the window. And don't get me started on that stupid Shia LaBeouf movie. This is the movie, my friends. This is awesome. This is perfect. Check it out. Alright, now it's Lucio Fulci's Zombie. Now you're seeing all these zombie rip-off zombie movies and you're probably wondering where Romero is. Don't worry, he's in this list. You'll see him soon. But, this is without doubt one of my favorite movies ever made because it's so gory and, it's entertaining and it's gory. That's all I need is entertainment and gore. Speaking of entertainment and gore, it's Herschel Gordon Lewis's Wizard of Gore. Oh yeah, you didn't see that one coming. Herschel Gordon Lewis is the man. They referenced this in Juno. I love everything about this movie. It's cheesy and it's fun. That's all I can say. You can't deny that. In devastating color. Alright, now here's some Romero. Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. Now, I also like Day of the Dead, but it's not here because that'd have to be in a different list. But these ones are tied, so it's now officially a top 30 list. So let's go with that. These two movies are what you define as the perfect zombie movies. This one started it all with being a chiller, and this one started all with being a gore fest. Now, these two movies I can watch again and again, especially this one and this one also, but it's hard to say which one I can watch more. I would like to own more editions of these movies. These are just those movies that I would like to collect all the editions for. I'm getting the Ultimate Edition for that one, and I should be getting the Collector Edition of this one also. Next is Dark City. I like this case it's in. It kind of was inspiration for Inception. No, it was inspiration for Inception. From what I heard, this is a great movie. I like this more than Inception, even though it has nothing other than some plot similarities. They really have nothing to do with each other. This is just an all-around great movie. It's a lot of fun. It has good atmosphere, and it's from the same guy who made The Crow, which unfortunately is not on this list, but The Crow is still one of my favorite movies of all time. Let's just say The Crow was with this, because I don't know why I left that out. I think when I threw these together, I think I was just kind of rushing. So the next is Hard Boiled, a John Woo film, and John Woo is the best action director of all time. If you do not like John Woo, then there's something wrong with you. Oh man, John Woo is the man. There's no one better than John Woo when it comes to action movies. I like this cover too. And Chow Yun-Fat's the man. An anime movie, Akira. Probably one of the best anime movies. Well, it's my favorite anime movie. This is what you call the perfect anime film. I have this edition, the 2-disc. For some reason, they decided to make a thick edition when it could just be look like one of those discs. But they decided to go like this, so beggars can't be choosers. And, it's Akira. They can do whatever they want. The Japanese movie is Battle Royale. It's kind of like Lord of the Flies, but more gruesome and more violent, and with a lot of guns and explosions. This one, like Lord of the Flies, is also based on a book. And from what I heard, this is inspired by Lord of the Flies. I'm not sure if that's entirely true or not. And I haven't read the book. I do own it, but I want to read it really badly. But I'm also working on a bunch of books right now. So if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend checking it out. There's no official American release. This is kind of like a region-free bootleg of it. I'm not sure if they have an official American release of this. It's an all-region disc, so you can buy it anywhere. The third Japanese film here is Gojira, not the American Godzilla version, but Gojira. This is awesome. I just love this movie so much. It's one of those movies that just inspired me to get involved in with the monster movies. It made me want to write a bunch of different stories about giant monsters. And if you could see, I just went through 4 Asian movies, but only 3 of them were Japanese. This is how you make a monster movie. I like it more than King Kong too. And I know a lot of you might be shaking your head at that, but what can I say? It's my list. Next is The Big Lebowski. This movie is one of those movies that has the dry humor, but it's one of those dry humors that's just hilarious. It's not like that. It's not like other dry humor movies. This is the perfect dry. I know it's not overly dry. I love Walter. He is the man, and the dude abides. What can I say? The dude abides. This is a 4-movie pack, but this is the only way I have this movie, and I'm going to focus in on this one, Demolition Man. This is, without a doubt, probably one of my favorite Stallone movies. No, well, it is my favorite Stallone movie. I also like Rocky and First Blood, but this is the one that I love the most. This is what you call an excellent film. It's entertaining as heck, and check it out.